Earlier this week, I got an interesting revelation. The forecast said there was going to be a storm, and as someone who stays ready so I don't have to get ready, I already had an umbrella, so I wasn't really pressed or concerned about whatever type of rain was going to come. But once I got off of work and I was on my way home, I noticed the sky had turned incredibly dark, incredibly gray. So I knew that the type of storm coming was not the type of storm that I'd anticipated. On my way home, all I could do was pray and pretty much ask God to hold the rain back just like he did for Elijah because I didn't want to get soaked. Unfortunately, as soon as I was close to home, the rain came down. I got hit hard. My umbrella, forget about it. It was a wrap. And I just remember sitting in my car, cold and soaked, and just asking God, Father, you said if we had the faith of a mustard seed, and I had faith, so what's good? Why did I get wet? Why did the rain come down? I'm not home. I didn't make it. And in the midst of all that, the parking garage where my car was parked lost power, so people could not get out. We were all trapped in there. I just remember calling my mom and asking her to pray for me. And I would, of course, pray for myself that God would get me home safely because it was bad outside. By God's grace, I was actually able to make it out of the parking garage through totally unexpected means. And even on my way home, despite the fact that there were lights that were completely knocked out, I was able to get home safely in one piece, despite all the trees that were around on the ground. It was nasty. I just find it interesting because when I got home later that evening and I was just, contemplating on what happened throughout the day, God reassured me that when it's all said and done, there are going to be storms that come in our lives. Like, there aren't going to be storms that we can avoid. But even in the midst of those storms, God is there. I was warned of the oncoming storm through the forecast. I'm someone who tries my best to prepare for storms with my umbrella. But even though I knew about the storm, and even though I was prepared for the storm, I still met the storm. But despite me actually having to deal with the storm, I was still able to make it home in one piece. I was still able to make it home in an incredibly timely fashion as opposed to a lot of the people who were there stuck with me. And most importantly, I was safe. I guess I'm saying the main message of this video is that know that storms will come. But in the midst of those storms, God is with you. Be blessed.